All right, y'all. We welcoming you today to our first podcast, YouTube. We're so excited because it's something new that we have started. All this stuff going on, we really can't do too much or get be around so much people. So we're gonna start this fresh. So my name is Alvaro Flores. I'm number. What am I number?
I think you're the 7th seed, the 5th
No,
seed?
I'm the 5th seed in the family.
Fifth seed.
We have 13 brothers and sisters, 9 boys and 4 girls. So we forget. Sometimes I don't even remember all their names. So don't even ask me their birthday. What about you, buddy? What about you, Elicio?
Well, my name is Elicio Flores. You know, we're related. I couldn't tell you what number I fell on the ladder, but you know, we grew up in a good family. And just like Alvaro mentioned, that we really don't know what can we go further from this first broadcast channel, but we hope we're catch ears, you know, motivate, you know, reach out to people and just share experiences and hopefully bring some people up here that's been through some stuff and that can teach us valuable lessons.
Cool. All right. So, what do you think about everything that's going on? Like, okay, I'm gonna ask you the first question.
All right, go ahead.
I'm gonna ask you, and you can ask me, and we will talk about it. You know, you give your opinion, I'll give my opinion on it.
All right.
Okay. First of all, how does it feel to grow up in a family of 13 kids?
Ooh, that's a tough one. That's a tough question. You know, like a lot of people that grew up in big homes, and it was home based. You know, like you always had someone to talk to and someone to relate to. But like I couldn't imagine like someone that didn't, you know. But at the same time, we can feel with someone that was just a one sibling, like especially like if like attention from the parent, you know what I'm saying? The sibling might not have attention from another brother or sister, but we might not have all the attention from a parent, so we can all kind of relate, you know what I'm saying? But in my experience, it was wild.
What was your role in the family?
Oh,
like what did you feel? Because you know, I feel like we all had a role. I think my role was more like I had to be more responsible. You know, they counted me for everything, like translation. Daddy didn't speak English, mommy didn't speak English, so I had to like they made me skip school. They told me like, okay, you're not going to school today. Why am I not going to school? Because you're gonna go with me. You're gonna translate. So I feel like that was my job. I always had to be. Like, when Daddy had to make a phone call, you know, he'll give me the number and...
You're responsible.
Yeah, so I had to call the person and I had to translate for him. So, what was your role in the family?
I believe my role was to outseed others before me, you know? Because, like, you know, my older brothers and my older sisters, you know, they had it harder because, just like you said, they had to translate. It was a different time.
Yeah, because when you were little when I left the house. I left the house when I was like, I think 16, 17 years old.
Yeah,
I moved out.
I was probably, what, 12?
12 years old. You were little.
11 years old.
So I seen you, but I didn't really see you as much as growing up.
It's kind of true, though. You're kind of true. That's why it's weird, you know, we can talk about stuff like this because, like, when we finally got to know each other a little bit, I was like, in my mind, it's like, who is this guy? You know, I seen him. I knew he was my brother. But like I didn't know if he was my brother, you know. I like let me see who he really is, you know.
Yeah, I remember when you had got a job at Pizza Inn, and they hired you and stuff like that. And I remember mommy called me. She was like, "Hey, I need you to get your brother a job." And I was like, "Why? Why do you want to get him a job?"
Yeah.
Because I know you was doing stuff that you were not supposed to be doing.
Oh my goodness,
She was worried about you.
I think we can go back to when we were talking about my role, you know. My role, I feel like I was an older sibling, you know, and like instead of like doing the translating and stuff like that, I kind of took the other path, you know. But like my role in the family was just I really don't know. It's a hard question because I was never there, you know. Like I found myself away. I found myself on.
So you basically was never around during that time.
Yes, basically you can say I'm your cousin.
You know, my cousin, you my brother.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I just seen you when you was little, and then when you started working at Pizza Inn.
That was it. But I mean, it just my position now. I feel like our relationship as brothers, as me and you, is grown. You know what I'm saying? Because the fact of that phone call my mother made, you know, that, hey, get your brother a job because he's acting crazy, you know?
Yeah, because I remember that anybody would try to talk to you at Big Sin, and
That's funny.
You could not talk. Nobody could talk to you, man.
I was always
you had
angry.
you had a strong attitude, bro.
I was always very out there.
Why do you think that you had that strong attitude, man? Like somebody just not gonna just like don't talk to me, or you know you mean mugging that person, like you don't really want to have a conversation with somebody.
I mean, if I could,
if you want to talk a little bit about your life, about what has happened,
hey, that's perfectly fine with me. But like I could say that the reason why is because I came from like the environment that I was at, doing what things I was doing.
And you was basically hanging around with the wrong crowd.
Yeah, I was doing things that I wasn't supposed to be doing. But like then I come to a position of being in control or being under employment or being responsible, you know what I mean? So I couldn't just talk to an employee like I would talk to a friend, you know?
You was always responsible because you're the first one in our family that has graduated.
It's crazy.
Nobody in our family has graduated.
Never, nobody.
It's crazy to say, but my brother, he was the first one that actually got a high school diploma and finished it.
Yeah, it was something. It was something. But like, you know, back to the whole, you know, stages of life, you know, like you transition, you know what I'm saying? Like as you get older, you transition and you overcome pillars in your life, stepping stones, you know, you learn to adapt, you know, so you understand energy because like, you know, firsthand, you know what I'm saying, the energy that it is at a workplace, you know what I'm saying? Like everyone has a life and then they come to a place of submission, you know, because when you go to a place of a workplace, you go to a place of submission because you're submitting yourself under an employer because you're an employee. You know what I'm saying? If it was your business, you would submit others. You know what I'm saying? So like it just the transition in life of which you got to go through the responsibility. But like it was like my life has been good, you know, because I've learned. You know, it would have been different if I didn't learn and I continued to have that attitude or to continue to not to talk to somebody or let somebody talk to me. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it was an experience, man. It's an experience.
It's a good experience. It's changed the way you think and everything.
And which I feel like everybody goes through that, you know? Like, there was a point in your life where you feel like you wanted to be alone, you know? You wanted to be left alone, you know what I'm saying? Like, I guarantee you there was the times that when you told our mom and dad, like, I don't want to go translate. I want to go to school. That made you feel a certain way, you know what I mean? But at the same time, you submitted yourself to that, you know? But that was a stage in your life where you say, you know what, I had to learn to put others before me or think about my surroundings and think about what is the best thing to do, and besides knowing that just being your parents. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I just felt like it was not only a responsibility. Like my dad, like daddy would tell us, like, hey, I need you to do this. I felt like I had to do it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I felt like I had to play that role.
He was your employer. You know what I'm saying? Like you
know, like I would tell the guys, why don't you send April to do it? Why don't you send Candida to do it? Why don't you send? No, he's like, no, they're not gonna do it. You're gonna do it.
It's because you have the look. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's not the look,
but
the
American look.
No, it's more like I can speak English. Can you?
Yeah, he nearly had to go to ESL. But that's funny, man. That's funny. But like, it's.
Nah, I've never been in ESL, bro. I remember they took me to ESL one time and they told me that.
What are you doing?
They called me in the class like, hey, you gotta go to ESL. Like, what the heck is ESL?
One day.
And I had to take this test to see if I was gonna qualify. I was like, well, I'm gonna try to see if I cannot pass it so I can come to. Nah, I was actually embarrassed. I didn't want to go to the ESL classes, and I took the test
because it makes you feel like out there. You know what I'm saying? Like they point you out. They put you in. They automatically put you in a category.
Yeah.
And not knowing they didn't sit you down and say, "Hey, can I speak with you a little bit?" You know what I'm saying? But they just put you in that category.
Yeah, I feel like I don't want to be like. I feel like if they come and they take me out of class, like something's wrong with me.
Yeah.
That's what I used to feel like something was wrong with me, and I didn't want to show that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when I took that test, I was like, I'm gonna pass this test. I'm gonna pass the test. They ask you the seasons. They ask you the months. They ask you all these crazy questions. And I passed it, and I didn't go to ESL. And then they was just taking all the Latinos out. I was like, no, people were like, you ain't Latino. I was like, yeah, I'm Latino, but I passed that test. Hey, I ain't going to ESL.
It was like that movie, man. Selena makes like, I gotta be more Mexican than the Mexican, more American than the American.
Exactly.
But yeah, man, it's a journey, bro. You know, like
we're right now. Where do you see yourself in life right now?
Right now, I feel like I'm in a transition in my life, you know, like either it's time to take the serious road or just let go of the road. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like everybody comes to that point in their life where, okay, this is who I'm going to become. You know what I'm saying? This is what I'm going to be doing. And like, I was sharing with someone that I was telling, like, but every decision we make, I would think I was telling you about it, that the road is going to lead to a pain. Every decision we make leads to a crossroad or pain. Like, we got to come to a point where we have to make that choice. If you surrender to that, there's going to be, you're going to let go of something. Like spiritually, like, if I want to let go of this world, I got to kill the flesh.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? In the same way, if I want to succeed in the kingdom, I had to kill the flesh. You know what I mean? But the thing is that if you continue with the flesh and making decisions of your flesh, it's a snowball. You know what I'm saying? And that flesh accumulates other things instead of just pain. It accumulates anger, confusion, a bunch of other stuff, and it just balls up. But once you commit to something good, like the kingdom of God or whatever your faith base is, you commit to something that faith-based, spiritual base, that it begins to take away the pain. It begins to take away.
So basically, what you're trying to tell me is that you're talking about more like spiritual. You know what I mean? You believe more spiritual. There's some people believe like if you keep on doing the same thing you do, like if you do the same thing you're doing now, what you did 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, 5 years ago, you're gonna have the same result.
It's a custom. I'm saying like I feel like I'm in the transitional part of my life that I don't want to be in this snowball. You know what I'm saying?
So you.
I want to take a road where growth begins. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be the same position I'm in next year. You know what I'm saying? Like, but we all got to cross that road.
And when you're saying that, are you saying like in your spiritual life, or are you saying more like in your financial life?
Financial life, physical life.
Physical life. There you go. Physical life.
It's taking like, okay, if instead of me like saying I'm gonna be halfway in it, I'm gonna be all the way in it. It's committing truly. You know what I'm saying? Like every day, like you could probably say like 5 years ago, you might have not been as committed as you are now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, most definitely.
Because you learn to say, you know what, I'm tired of playing. You know what I'm saying? But take it by the grip, life by the grip, and say, you know what, I'm holding on. You know what I'm saying? And that's where I'm at. I'm like at the point where, like, okay, it's time is passing. You know what I mean? Now it's time to make a decision, which everybody goes through that. You know what I'm saying?
Of course, and that, you know what, that's actually a good feeling, because if you're content where you're at, you're never gonna go nowhere. You know what I'm saying? If you're satisfied, you know, you're doing the same thing, same routine every day, waking up at the same time, going to sleep at the same time,
right.
You know, working the same hours, you know, talking to the same people, and you're just content. That's your life, you know. But if you're feeling the way you're feeling, is that you want something more. You know, you want to become somebody better, you know, because inside of you there's something else.
Well, you know, like if you, I see it this way: if you don't have a goal, like if you don't want to better yourself, like what's the point in living? You know what I'm saying? Like, why go to day and custom to custom and doing the same thing over and over? You know, but like you want, as a person, as you get older, you know, as the year passes, you want to become better. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be the same. You know what I mean? Because if you choose to be the same, is boring. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's boring.
It's exactly right. It's boring.
It's not just boring. It's a waste. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a waste. We have opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Every day that we raise up. You know what I'm saying? Every time we get a chance to breathe and to live this life. You know what I'm saying? We have this past year. You know what I'm saying? Just think about all these people that's passed away. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy,
from the
man.
virus. You know what I'm saying? They would love to have the chance for us to have what we're having now.
Yeah,
you know
man. And
what
you know, like I always say, like, it's like 9/11. You know, September 11. Like, life has not been the same ever since that. You know, those people that has lost their lives, and this coronavirus as well. You know, all this crazy stuff. You know, it's not going to be the same no more. Even if we go back to the stores opening up, you know, and people going back to big crowds, it's not going to be the same, because there's some people that has lost. You know, there's some people that has lost their loved ones. And you know, and they're never going to get them back no more.
They won't. And that's what we gotta take. That's where I go back to my personal life. That we have to take life serious. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we have to become better. You know what I'm saying? Transition into a better you. You know what I'm saying? Become better, become greater. You know what I'm saying? Don't stay where you're at because
you never know.
Someone behind you that wish they had what you have right now, the opportunity you have. You know, just like you said, this year it's going down in the books. You know what I'm saying? This year is going down.
Yeah, we're gonna tell our kids. Yeah, I lived that. Our kids are gonna say we lived that.
Yeah.
We actually experienced that.
And it's crazy. It's crazy.